The city council in Charlottesville, Virginia had voted to sell some Confederate statues in the area. Now, this was something that the city council agreed on. However, a judge had ruled that there should be a temporary injunction, 6-month injunction, while he reviews this case. Now, of course, when it comes to anything involving the Confederates, you're gonna have some white nationalists get involved and voice their concerns. Case in point, Richard Spencer. So over the weekend, there was a gathering at the Charlottesville Lee Park just after 9 p.m. Saturday. And the individuals there were chanting, "You will not replace us, Russia is our friend," and "blood and soil." So those were their chants. And they were trying to make a statement about how these statues should not be taken down. They should be preserved. And I was gonna ignore this story until I realized there's a big point to take away from it. All the people who keep making arguments that the Confederate flag or these Confederate statues have nothing to do with race. Why is Richard Spencer getting involved? Why does he feel so passionately about this to the point where he mobilizes about 150 people, by the way, bearing torches in the middle of the night just so they can protest in support of these statues?
Well, it's an obvious reference to the Klan, right? So this is the new, theoretically sophisticated version of the Klan, and they're proud of it, and they say you will not erase us, meaning white supremacists from history. So the Confederacy, the whole point was white supremacy. They say no, states' rights. States' rights to do what? To own property. What kind of property? Slaves. Okay, I got it. White supremacy. Okay, and so you will not replace us. And by the way, Trump, since he did so friendly with the Russians, all of a sudden the right wing who hated the Russians, because they're thoughtless idiots, their dear leader tells them, now you love Russia, and they go out there and chant, Russia is our friend. Because they have no minds of their own. This is what pathetic, stupid, authoritarian followers do. A bunch of beta males go out there, oh, Trump made money from the Russians, Russia is our friend, Russia is our friend.
What a weird chant, especially given the event that they're protesting at, right? Anyway, but you're right, they're simple-minded, they don't think for themselves, they're like sheep, and they have their little white supremacist leader telling them, hey, gather here, bearing torches, right? And by the way, we have some pictures that compare this gathering to some events that we experienced in history, in American history. So let's take a quick look at that.
In case it wasn't absolutely clear to you guys from the obvious picture of them holding the torches, not flashlights, not candles, torches, okay?
Tiki lights to be.
Yeah, well, that's the new version of the Klan is tiki torches. Anyway, now let's take a comparison side by side. The pictures are nearly identical. Now, they say part of the reason they did it was an ode to the dead, okay? Well, probably the next one they'll have white sheets on because an ode to the dead, you want to look like a ghost. That's why we put the white sheets on. Everybody knows what the torches are for. Okay, now look, for the people who don't want the statues removed, there is a range of those folks. I was at a law firm where there was someone from the South, from Virginia, just like here in Charlottesville, Virginia. He was an old Southern gentleman, and he would take the people that worked for him and toast Robert E. Lee's birthday every birthday. He'd take you out for drinks and toast. Now, me being the guy that I am, as soon as he toasted for Robert E. Lee, I said, and for Grant too, okay? And I got a lot of looks like, oh, what are you doing? Are you crazy? We're toasting Lee, don't toast Grant, he's gonna be pissed. Okay, nonetheless, I'm going to be generous and say that old school gentleman didn't think it through that much. I'm being way too generous here.
Who the hell toasts to Robert Lee? Like,
okay,
who does it?
But in the South,
the South is a weird place. Okay? I don't understand it. Maybe that's me in my elite LA bubble, right? You guys lost. You lost. Let it go. You lost, and it was over slavery. Okay, the Confederates fought to keep slavery intact. They wanted to enslave human beings. Okay, not only is that wrong, you lost. What are you're toasting that guy? Really?
Yeah. So look, I know that it's become part of this, the heritage culture, whatever, to some degree of the South. But just because something is in the past doesn't make it a good thing by definition. Slavery was in the past. Let's keep it in the past. Let's not continue to celebrate that heritage, right? And so And by the way, if you disagree, and I know I've been in the South a million times, there's all these bumper stickers about like, oh, liberals don't know anything, man, they should read. You read. You look at everything that the Confederates wrote as to why they separated from the Union. And they proudly declare it was because of slavery.
It was because of slavery.
Because we want to keep our slaves and our property. And how dare the North infringe on our freedom to enslave other human beings? Because they're not really human, we're white and we're supreme to them. We are superior to them, hence white supremacy, right? So they brought it back here. So you're right, Anna. The main part of the story is not that a bunch of goofballs went out there and did this thing trying to grab attention. The point is they got enough people out there to hold a modern day Klan rally.
That's right.
And that is clearly intended to be. So let's put aside the talk of whether they're trying to be racist or not. You don't imitate the Klan unless you're trying to be racist. It's not complicated, it is resolved. If you still think it's not racist, you're actually one of them. And you yourself are tremendously racist if you can't see the racism in this, okay? So just let it go, just admit it. Say, yeah, I don't like minorities. I don't like black people. I don't like Latinos.
I mean, Richard
Latinos.
Spencer doesn't even hide it. I mean, that's the point. Richard Spencer is openly racist. He's proudly racist. He refers to himself as a white nationalist. And he's the one who mobilized these people to do this demonstration while they're holding these torches in the middle of the night. So, by the way, the reason why this protest had to break up is because there was a fight among the protesters, and so cops had to clear the scene. I mean, they're such clowns, they can't even get along with one another. They're so hateful that the one thing that unifies them doesn't even work. It divides them within their own group.
Well, and counter protesters had also come too, but within them, they get one of the things that divides them is, should we also hate the Jews?
Right.
Okay, it's one of my favorite things. They had a deplorable ball among the balls to celebrate Donald Trump during the inauguration, and they got into a huge fight about whether to hate everyone but the Jews, or whether to also hate the Jews.
Right.
And so maybe that's what But if they all burn themselves, if they get into a fight like that, I know.
It's hilarious.
But overall, this movement is not funny, okay? Because what has happened under Trump was something that was long dead and buried, has risen its ugly, ugly head again. And so if we don't call it out for what it is and look to fight against it, they're going to get further emboldened and it's going to become normal again. And we can't have Klan rallies become normal again. Remember, the Klan was the biggest terrorist group in American history. They terrorized other American citizens. They lynched them, they murdered them, and their whole point was to sow terror throughout that population to make sure they never ask for their rights. It is the definition of terrorism. So if these guys are wannabe terrorists, we should treat them as such. Young Turks membership creates independent media.
Believe me.
No ads.
Believe me.
All the shows.
Believe me.
On demand.
Believe me.
Support independent media.
Believe me.
It's awesome, tremendous, you'll love it.
Believe me.
And by the end, you'll be thinking,
I'm like a smart person.
tytnetwork.com/join.